Hey, what's up, family? I'm back with another message, and I just want to talk to you about this vision I had. It wasn't really a vision, but it was more like a dream, and I just want to talk to you all about it, about who I know for sure is the Antichrist, and I'm also going to tell you how Satan's kingdom also works, how Shaitan. Well, anyways, the other day I fell asleep and I had this vision, right? And this was a vision, and I was up in the heavenly realm, like in space, and the vibe or the scene was sort of like this old 1980s TV show I used to watch called V, and it was about these reptilians, and this is exactly what this dream or vision I had was about. It was about the reptilians and Hashatan. But here's the thing about it. The funny thing about it is, like I said, I was in outer space. I was actually aboard this spaceship. And there were these people, and they were working on this like robotic, robotoid type of person, almost like another old 1980s movie, Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger. If any of you are familiar with that, check that out, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Well, anyways, there were all these black people. They were all black and they were in like these spacesuits, almost like astronauts. All these people were all in these spacesuits, right? They were all in these spacesuits, and I was commanding them. It wasn't me, but it was like whoever was in charge of these people, I was over the overseer of them. It was like I was the general, but Hashatan was the captain, but he wasn't there. But I kept referring to him, and I don't know if I was in, this entity, an actual entity that was actually doing this, but I was telling them, I was giving commandments to these other black people. Some were male and some were female. Most of them were male, but I was probably like, I seen, if I can remember, probably like two or three females, right? And they were, like I said, they were all in these suits. They weren't like in uh, astronaut type suits. They weren't in like space suits, but they were in, like uniforms, almost like I said, a TV show V. Like Google the TV show V from the 1980s, and you'll know what I'm talking about, or you'll know what I'm speaking of. Well, anyways, I was giving these people I was giving this crew of people commandments, and I was telling them, if I can remember correctly, I was telling them, the master wants this perfect. Do not mess this up. And one thing I noticed about these people is that they were like competing for power. And I don't know if, because I've never ever met a reptilian, even though I've had encounters with the predator demon, I never really encountered a reptilian. And if I did, I didn't know it was a reptilian. It could have been a person in, in the flesh, but underneath, they were reptilian. But these things, and also the person that I was basically inside their bodies, because I knew it wasn't me, because the atmosphere felt really wicked. But anyways, I was commanding these people to make sure that this person was perfect, this robotoid person we were working on. And as I was commanding them, they were getting upset at me, and one tried to strike me. And I was so powerful in this dream or this vision that I hit this thing. I hit this being. I hit this other person that I was in command of, and this person, like, literally, I knocked his head off, and the person's body just fell and dropped. But when it did that, when I hit this person, and when I hit this person's face, it wasn't like this person's head just flew off instantly. It was like I hit it, but I cut it, and the person's head just separated slowly. Like if you've ever played like, Mortal Kombat or something like that, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyways, it was like that. But when I hit this person, I my strength and my power was so strong. When I hit that person, I could see the reptilian, the green, the reptile type of skin, and they look like lizards. That's what they look like. They look like demonic lizards, and it hissed, and then it just the head separated from the body, and I said, "Do not test me." I said, "The master wants this right." So when I looked to my right, I seen the person that they were working on, and they were sitting up on this gurney. It was like a gurney. They were attached to wires and stuff, and the person's face was like like a robot's face. Like if you put a flesh like mask on a person, and you take it off, and then you see the wiring, the robotic eyes. Well, when they put the mask on, it was Obama. Yes, y'all, it was Obama. You don't have to believe me, but let me tell you, it was Obama. Obama is the anti-Hamashiach. He is an antichrist. And my vision confirmed it, or my dream confirmed it. I don't know why the Most High allowed me to be there, but like I said, Satan's kingdom, or where he operates in, is like outer space. Ephesians 6:12 says that, for we do not we do not battle flesh and blood, but spiritual wickedness in high places. And that's the thing about it, folks. Satan's kingdom is like outer space. It's like Star Wars, or being on the Enterprise. If any of you are familiar with Star Trek, I'm not a Trekkie. I'm not into all that sci-fi shit. I watch things for entertainment, but I'm not gonna be dressing up and doing all this other bullshit, this cosplay bullshit. All that shit to me is demonic, because you don't understand that when you do that, you're worshiping and you're allowing yourself to be inhabited by demonic energy. And that's the vibe that I got. And when I woke up from that dream, I had to pray about it, because it was really evil. That's one thing about these reptilians, is that they're always, from what I gathered from that dream, is that these reptilians compete for power. You know what I'm saying? And also, I just want to talk on this briefly. My wife, she had a dream that we had went to a party or something, one of my cousin's party, and I got really drunk, and I ended up, and she said I was acting. She said I wasn't acting belligerent, but she kept telling me, "Let's go home, let's go home, let's go home." And I didn't. I said, no, I'm staying. I was there with my brother, my family member. She said that I got so drunk, and I jumped off the balcony, and I landed on the concrete. And she said she woke up hysterically crying, and it really, when she was telling me that, she was telling me that I was telling that, you have to pray against that. But on the inside, I felt sadness as well, because, the way that she was crying about that, about me jumping off the balcony and basically committing suicide and going to the hospital. What really made me sad about that is that she told me that she was so distraught when they took, she was so distraught and so, confused, that when they took me to the hospital, I didn't want to make this, but I thought I'd bring up a couple of things. I didn't want to make this video too long, but it is what it is. But anyways, I was so distraught that not me, but she was so distraught that I had died, that when she went to the hospital, she couldn't believe that I was dead. And my family and people were telling her, well, he said he was tired of this and that. And she said that she was so distraught in that video in that dream, that she was about to commit suicide, but her phone rang, and this is in real time in the flesh. She said that's what woke her up from that dream, and when she woke up, she was hysterically crying. she was grabbing onto me and everything. I was like, whoa, that's deep. But I just wanted to share that with y'all that, you know, when you, I just want to make this point. When you have this calling upon you, you have to be very careful because these demons are always looking to take our lives any way they can, even if it's through another family, friends, a stranger off the street, an enemy, anyone. These demons are looking for us to lose our lives because they don't want us. And even if it's by our own will, these demons don't want us to. Excuse me, y'all. I'm out here in my car. I just got off work. These demons don't want us to succeed. Hashatan does not want us to succeed because he knows we're doing damage to the kingdom. So if he can prevent any one of us and any of you guys out there that are suffering with depression, mental illness, which we understand is just demonic suppression, you have to, it's not depression, it's demonic suppression. You have to just pray over it and you have to ask Yeshua, aka Jesus Christ, to give you strength, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you're going to defeat that spirit. I'm not demonically suppressed or depressed or however you want to look at it, mentally ill. I'm none of that. I'm perfectly fine. I'm not perfect, but I'm saying I'm stable of mind. But what I'm saying is Hashatan is constantly looking for a way to destroy us, okay? So we got to be careful, fam. We got to be careful, family. And another thing, I just got back from QT, uh, Quick Trip, and there was a Jehovah Witness. He was a Hispanic man, and he came up, and he didn't come up to me, but he looked at me like he wanted to come up to me, but he didn't. He went and talked to the other Hispanics. And I just want to say this: you know what? If you're going to be teaching or preaching the word of the Most High, and you claim to be a man or woman of the Most High, you should be trying to reach whoever you can. I don't care if that person is Hispanic, if that person is Caucasian, if that person is, a Negro, Asian, whatever. You need to try to reach who you can for the kingdom of the Most High. And if the Ruach or the Holy Spirit is calling you to preach to a person of another nationality, you need to do that, because if not, you're not really about this. I don't give a fuck about no fake ass, false ass Jehovah Witness. They may be out here sitting on a corner calling themselves the 144 of the elect, but they don't have any truth about what they're worshiping. That Jehovah Witness, I started in that, and it's nothing but another false sense of Christianity. It's just nothing but Christianity and a false religion. You know what I'm saying? Jehovah Witness is not the religion of the Most High. The Most High says I do not dwell in temples built by man. So these people out here, these men and women claiming to be the 144, they don't have no idea who the 144 are, because the 144 are from the 12 tribes of Israel, which we know are all Negroes. I don't care what anybody says. They're all black, okay? We are the chosen people of the Most High. We go through this torment. Everybody wants to be Israel, but they don't want to suffer the conditions of Israel. Just like these fake Jews in that land who claim to be Israel, but are not. Nobody ever says, hey, what does Revelation, 3:3 or 2:3 mean? When it says that these people are the synagogues of Satan. Nobody ever questions that. Nobody ever brings that up when talking to these people. Nobody ever brings that up. They just let these people say what they want to say. And, everybody wants, but where was this teaching at before? I've been on YouTube for years and I've never heard any other person say it. But when we start coming into this knowledge and we start telling people that we're the true Israelites of the scriptures, because the scripture says that knowledge shall increase in the last days, then now everybody wants to speak out against what we're saying, but they didn't have an issue with it before. okay, you know what? You can claim to be what you want to be. You know, I can claim to be a horse, but don't make me a horse. You know what I'm saying? Just like with that whole transgender nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can claim to be whatever you want to be, but doesn't mean that's what you are. You know, just because, like I said, if I say I'm a horse, don't mean I'm a horse. I can claim to be a horse, but doesn't make me a horse. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going through what horses go through. I couldn't even understand what being a horse is like. But yeah, I guess I can claim to be one if I felt that. If I felt like a horse, it don't mean I'm a horse. Okay, fam. I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. Like I said, I do believe that Obama is the Antichrist. All signs, all things are pointing to him. You know, if you read the book of Daniel, I forgot which verse, which chapter and which verse, but where it talks about the anti-Hamashiach, it'll tell you that, you know, everything that it describes, you know, and the things that they say that Michelle Obama is you know, and to confirm that, Joan Rivers said that Michelle Obama is a transgender. So the book of Daniel says that the anti-Hamashiach will not desire a woman, you know, will have no desire for a woman. So that clearly shows you. And also, there was a young man who had a sexual encounter with Obama, who smoked crack with Obama, and he says he gave Obama a fellatio. So all signs are pointing to Obama. And like I said, when I had that dream, when I was up in that satanic uh, archetype ship, in that satanic kingdom, and I was working around those people that were like I said, they were dressed like they could be on Star Trek or something. They all were black, okay? They were all Negro. You know, I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm just saying that this is all coming back to its origins. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe Ashatan is Negro as well. He may not look like me in a sense, but I guarantee you, his true natural look is a Negroid look. You know, and the Book of Isaiah kind of confirms it, because when they were looking at him as he was falling down, they were like, "Is this the man that made the?" You know, they were looking at him in wonder, like, "Whoa, is this the guy that?" You know, if you read that and you get a sense that they're looking at him in wonder and amazement, like, "This is the guy that made the earth tremble." Like, come on, man, that makes sense. You know, because you don't consider us, and that's proven by all the things that's going on. But anyways, I just wanted to make this quick message will turn out to be 20 minutes. I mean it. Hopefully, this janky ass phone, you know, record all my shit without cutting it off, because that's what it's been doing. But it is what it is. I don't really care, fam. You know, I just do as I'm moving in the spirit. You know, and the rest is up to the Most High. All right, love y'all. Have a great day.